I'm Jason Nelson. I'm the test track manager here at NCAT's Pavement Test Track. The test track is a 1.7-mile oval where we apply heavy fleet traffic to accelerate pavement damage. The test track consists of 46 experimental pavement test sections, each approximately 200 feet in length. There are 10 test sections in each curve and 13 test sections on each tangent. A research cycle here lasts 3 years and includes 24 months of fleet traffic. And in that time, we'll do an entire lifetime's worth of damage to that test pavement. Each research cycle consists of 10 million easels. That's an equivalent single axle load, or a lifetime pavement worth of damage. Surrounding the track is an 802.11 wireless network that is used to stream the data in real time. Both high-speed data, including strain gauges and pressure plates, and low-speed data, including temperature probes. That data is streamed over the wireless network, which is charged with trickle chargers and solar panels. So there's no hard wire connected to anywhere on the track. The design speed of the track is 46.5 miles an hour, which includes the 15% cross slope in the curves. Operating at this speed is the most efficient way to damage the pavement and save fuel. Anything above 40 miles an hour is going to exhibit the exact same pavement strain response as up to 70 miles an hour. So the extra speed only burns more fuel and tires and makes it less safe to drive. We run 2 8-hour driver shifts each day, starting at 5 a.m. and concluding at 11 p.m., but we include multiple breaks throughout the shift. The drivers are never in the trucks for more than about an hour and 15 minutes at a time. Behind me is our research fleet. It consists of 5 triple tractor trailers. The trailers are flatbeds loaded down with steel plates. The steel plates were chosen for several reasons. One, it was one of the cheapest ways to apply the loads. 2 is it keeps the trailers, it gives them a low center of mass, which makes them more safer to operate. And then 3, with a lower aerodynamic drag, the vehicles are cheaper to operate. They're more fuel efficient. Each tractor trailer set is loaded up to a gross combined weight of 156,000 pounds, which gives us a loaded axle weight of 20,000 pounds. And that 20,000 pounds is important because it's the federal legal bridge limit. So while technically we could drive these tractor trailers off of the track, we do not. The 20,000 pounds is only slightly above the 18,000 pound equivalent single axle load. So the relationship between weight and damage for pavements is a 4th power relationship. So if you double the weight, you do 16 times the damage to the pavement. So we can get an accelerated pavement test with only slightly increasing the load. Our fleet operates 16 hours a day, 5 days a week. We shut the fleets down on Monday to perform preventative maintenance, as well as we can access the track safely to perform our surface measurements and performance measurements. The trucks only drive in counterclockwise directions, so it's all left-hand turns like NASCAR. We have to be very aggressive with our tire rotations to keep from wearing them out too quickly. So every tire on the fleet is changed out every 2 weeks. And we're standing in the first of our 3 QC labs. Every 3rd summer when we're rebuilding the track, this place is humming. But right now, it's basically just a storage area for cores and QC pills. Every section on the track is instrumented with temperature probes, multi-depth temperature probes. This is important in that you know exactly what the temperature of the layer you're looking at, exactly what the temperature is. Structural sections are instrumented with pressure plates and strain gauges. And so whenever we're doing data collection, it's, like I said, it's important to know that the asphalt at the lower levels may be warmer or hotter than the asphalt at the surface. So as the day goes on, that asphalt, that heat is absorbed into the asphalt and it penetrates into the lower layers. And then after the sun sets, that asphalt is basically acted like a heat battery, and it's going to give off that heat back into the atmosphere. So the temperature of the surface may be very different than the temperature 6 to 8 inches down. Standing on the track, you'll notice it looks like any 2-lane interstate, and that's by design. We wanted for the drivers to behave like they were on the open road. So the track simulates long-haul, straight-distance hauling. 95% of our research occurs in the outside lane, the right lane. The inside lane serves some vital functions. One, it serves as a safety lane. If the trucks needed to maneuver around something, they have a hard paved surface they can pull onto. It also serves as a detour. So if one section comes out of service prematurely, we don't have to shut down the entire track until we get it repaired. We can actually steer around it and continue trafficking the rest of the track. But one of its most vital functions is it serves as a heavy construction platform. So each of these test sections run anywhere from $500,000 to $750,000. It's important that they're damaged in a controlled environment or in a controlled manner. This is just a big outdoor laboratory. So when we're bringing in the heavy construction equipment, the shuttle buggies, the MTVs, the pavers, the triaxle dump trucks, those all use the inside lane to reach the paving section. They'll pave and then they immediately pull back over. Every section has at least 3 random lines where we perform our routine measurements. Structural sections are going to have a 4th random line, which is what we're showing right here. These are marked with white paint. They're worn off a little bit in the wheel paths where the trucks have been riding on them, obviously. The circles here are where the FWD, the falling weight deflectometer, thumps several times a month. And under this particular spot right here are 6 strain gauges and 2 pressure plates. Now that actual arrangement is going to vary depending on what the sponsor actually wants, but that's our typical buildup. You can see some cracks here in this section right here that the automated distress van can probably just barely see. But we get out every Monday and we inspect these sections to try to find the new cracks before the vans can even pick them up. Transitions are marked with yellow paint. And we also pull cores from this area. So every quarter we pull density cores. So we're trying to see how much the traffic is actually finishing compacting the pavement. You don't compact a pavement to its final density as soon as construction's over. The traffic is going to finish it for you. The reason we pull the cores from the transition is so we don't compromise the research portion of the section. So every 200-foot test section has a 25-foot lead-in transition as well as a 25-foot lead-out transition. And we focus our research efforts on the middle 150. You can see the cracks emanating out from where these cores have been pulled. Now these cracks were not here initially. We've compromised the pavement by pulling the cores. For safety, since the trucks are so big and take so long to stop, the track is a closed facility